So you keep seeing this book everywhere, right? Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren. But is it worth it?
Well, with like 78,000 reviews and an average rating of almost 4 stars.
It's definitely got people talking.
Oh yeah, it's pretty polarizing.
Should we just jump into it then? See what we can figure out.
Okay, so the story follows a young assistant, Chloe Mills.
Ambitious, right?
Definitely. And she's trying to navigate the corporate world and ends up working for Bennett Ryan. He's this powerful, demanding, attractive executive.
And the whole thing is they just clash constantly.
Yeah. A lot of tension in that relationship.
Like that classic enemies to lovers trope.
Yeah, exactly.
But what are people actually saying about it? Is it good or is it bad or...
Well, a lot of the reviews really focus on that chemistry between Chloe and Bennett.
Yeah.
Like, readers were describing it as passionate and intense, even funny in parts.
Witty banter, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And some people even said they finished the entire book in one sitting.
Wow. Okay, so like, couldn't put it down vibes.
For sure. There were lots of comments like, the chemistry's off the charts, or I laughed out loud so many times.
So it definitely sounds like a fun read, but I bet not everyone loved it. What were some of the negative things people said?
Yeah, there was a lot of criticism too. Mostly that the story was just too predictable.
Like relying on those same old tropes.
Yeah, people felt like they'd read it all before. Nothing new.
Okay, so a page turner, but maybe not the most creative. What about Chloe? What did people think about her?
Honestly, a lot of readers thought she was kind of immature.
Oh, really?
And unrealistic. Her actions, her reactions just didn't make sense for her character.
That's interesting. What about the whole boss-assistant dynamic? I feel like that could get a little tricky.
Definitely. And some readers weren't comfortable with it. It felt inappropriate to them.
Like almost bordering on harassment.
Right. Which obviously brings up some ethical questions, even though it's fiction. But there was this one review that I thought was really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't just say love it or hate it. It was way more thoughtful. Like, the reviewers started off enjoying the romance, the chemistry.
That whole enemies to lovers thing?
Exactly. But then they started wondering if a relationship that's built on so much conflict and passion...
If it could actually last.
Exactly. Could a relationship like that really work long term? I don't know. Makes you think.
And I can't help but think about how this book started as fan fiction.
Oh, right.
I wonder if that has something to do with why some people found the plot so predictable.
Yeah, it makes sense when you think about it. Fan fiction is all about those familiar tropes.
And fulfilling the expectations of a very specific audience.
Right. What might feel overused to some people is exactly what the original fans wanted.
That's a really good point. But I want to get back to some of the other feedback we saw in the reviews. What else stood out to you?
Well, a lot of people liked how fast-paced the book was.
Easy to read?
Uh-huh. Like perfect for when you just want to escape into a fun romance.
I can see that. What about the writing itself?
People really liked the writing style, especially the dialogue.
Yeah.
A lot of the reviews mention how witty it was and how it really built that tension and chemistry.
And speaking of tension, did anyone mention the corporate setting?
Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot of people like that.
I mean, there's already so much drama at work.
Yeah.
Then you add this forbidden attraction on top of it.
It's a recipe for disaster. But on the other hand, we saw a lot more criticism about Chloe.
Still.
Yeah, some people just couldn't get past her impulsiveness and her thoughts. It felt out of character.
Like it didn't match up with her intelligence and ambition.
Exactly. And then there were the comments about the plot being predictable.
Not enough surprises.
I guess not for some readers. They felt like they could see everything coming.
So maybe this book isn't trying to break new ground. It's more about giving people what they expect from a romance novel.
Maybe. But it also manages to touch on some bigger issues, too, like power, desire.
The complications of modern relationships.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And I think that's what makes these reviews so interesting. There are so many different perspectives on the same book.
Well, at the end of the day, Beautiful Bastard is a book that people either love or hate. I guess it just depends what you're looking for. If you just want something light and fun, something to escape with,
then this might be the perfect book for you.
But if you're hoping for something more complex,
with characters who really make you think,
and a plot that keeps you guessing.
Yeah, maybe not so much.
But hey, there's only one way to find out for sure.
Right. You've got to read it yourself.
And what better way to do that than with Audible?
Oh, yeah. Their free trial is amazing.
You get 30 days completely free and 2 free audiobooks.
No risk at all.
Just click the link in the description
Yeah.
and let us know what you think. Did you love Beautiful Bastard?
Or did you totally hate it?
We want to hear all your thoughts. Leave a comment below.
And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the books everyone's talking about.
See you next time.